Jazz is for all. Everybody is. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Manifestation Monday. Everybody's up top. The right way, child. Let's get Monday started the right way. So excited. Google Talk. I'm not desperate. I feel endless moments. I don't feel desperation. The world is pretty much the way it is, and you have love in it. Good morning, Chance. Good morning, Chance. We're about to get into our Manifestation Monday. I planned it out a little bit more than usual, as promised. But right now, we're just getting into the groove of it. Okay. How are you feeling today, chat? How are we feeling? How are we feeling today, chat? How are we feeling? Let me know. Let me know. Welcome, chat. Welcome, chat. Good morning, King Nino. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you feeling today? How's your morning? Good morning. How are you guys feeling today? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Sniper. Hug time. Hugs. Ah! Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, double tap the screen, chat. Thank you so much. Good morning, chat. Good morning. It's Monday, so I want everybody to have an amazing day. If you're watching me on whatever platform you're watching me, I just want to say happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Manifestation Monday. I hope you're having a beautiful day today. Good morning, Glendino. Good morning, NRS. Good morning. Hi. Glendino, thank you for the crow queen. Good morning. Good morning, Rasta. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, chat. Happy Monday. Let's get our week started the right way. What superfoods am I eating? 21 days. Veggies and fruits. Hugs and kisses for everybody, but guys, I need you guys to double tap the screen and love. So double tap the screen, share this live, repost this live. Sniper, why are you saying LOL? Repost the live. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Double tap that screen. We're gonna get into our stretch soon. We're gonna get into our stretch in, let's see, how many minutes? Let's say a another 10 minutes, and then we'll get into our stretch. And make you happy. Good, that's what this live is for, Sniper. Happy Monday! I hope you're feeling beautiful, blessed, amazing today. That's what it's for. Monday's supposed to be a beautiful day. Monday's supposed to be the beautiful start of your week. And then right after we do our stretch routine, we're going to get into class, guys. I actually have a lesson today. I'm going to start doing a lesson every Monday. It's going to be super cute. If you are on TikTok, you're not going to be able to see my lesson today after the class. But that'll be at 10. You can't wait? Yay! I'm so excited. Good morning, Dan. Dan, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Whatever platform you're watching in, comment. Let me know you're here. Dan, for the roses. Thank you, Dan. That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you for the finger heart. Thank you. Thank you, Dan. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Tana, good morning. Good morning. The grand is thriving. Grand is such a, I love the word grand. Okay, let's get some more people in here. Let's get everybody into a good vibe before I start the stretch routine. You know, it's so important to stretch your body when you wake up. Banger, thank you for the heartbeat. It's so important to stretch your body when you wake up because you want to make sure that you're starting up your, whatever you want to call it, that you're giving it the right fuel. Banger, thank you for the rose. Good morning. And that fuel is exercise, that fuel is healthy foods, and that fuel is also the fuel that drives your body. So every day that you wake up, you should be fueling your body with the right fuel, right? You're gonna fill your body with the premium mindset. You know what I'm saying? The premium mindset. You guys want to make sure that you're putting the wrong gas in your body, and that is why you are not getting to your destination. You know what I'm saying, chat? That's why you're not getting to your destination. So good morning! We're going to get to Manifestation Monday. Anybody who wants to be extra prepared for class, write down anything you want to manifest. We will be doing that after class. We'll be talking about how we're writing our manifestations, how we're discussing our manifestations. That's what we're going to be talking about today, the law of assumption. Okay, guys. Good morning. Good morning, chat. Good morning, chat. Good morning, chat. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What time am I starting my stretch routine or my class? I'm starting the stretch routine at, let me look at the exact time right now. I said 10 minutes, so that would be 5 more minutes from now, which would be 9:27. That's when I'll start my stretch routine. But I'm going to start the class at 10. So we'll do about 30 minutes, I promise you. User 99. I'm actually a teacher today. I'm so positivity. So it's definitely your choice to stay or it's your choice to scroll, and I respect whatever decision you make. But I want to say good morning, my favorite colors, and it just reflects what I am here to do today, which is Manifestation Monday. This is the Dreamer's color. Stretch, Tank. We're about to stretch. Oh, Tadok, sorry. I read your name wrong. We're about to stretch right now. Are you going to do my stretch routine with me? Ah! That's going to make me so happy. We're about to do the stretch routine in 3 minutes. So everybody get ready. 3-minute countdown. We're about to get into the stretch routine. We're going to just, stretch our body. Get our minds right. I do it for you guys. So we can get into a better place all around in every part of our life. Rudo, good morning. Good morning, good morning. That's a weird comment. I hope you have a good morning either way. Rafael, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, guys. We have 3 more minutes, guys. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Thank you. I'm going to have to mute you because your comments are going to take us away from what we need to do today. You know what I'm saying? It's the positive space for everybody, and I just want to keep it positive, especially for me. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to yell at anyone today. Not today. Today's not a yelling live. Today is Manifestation Monday, and we're in a good mood. Go. Thank you. We have 2 more minutes until we get into our stretch routine. Tata, since you're stretching with me, is there anything you specifically want to? And good morning! Good morning! Good morning. Doesn't matter. Thank you for the follow. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Devin. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Guys, are you excited? I think I'm gonna start in some upward, downward dog. Everybody wants to be a star. Black Force, good morning. Good morning. If you want to be a star, I believe in you. Doesn't matter. Thank you. Banger, thank you for the chilies. We're about to get started, guys, in 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. 1 minute. I'm so ready to stretch, guys. This morning stretch is like the most important part of my day. It just makes me feel so ready and prepared for life. Let me drink the rest of this nasty tea because we're about to get started. I don't know if you guys can see the difference in my body, but I've been going hard, and this vegan cleanse has been so helpful for me. But let's get into this stretch, guys. I'm going to start in this position first. Better than H2O, yeah. It's really good for my body. It has a lot of minerals. Let's start with our arms first, okay? Before we get into the overstretches. Okay, just breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Okay. Taking our arms behind our head and just leaning side to side. Getting those obliques warmed up. Making sure we're really stretching. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. Let's wiggle around. Banger. You guys said what? I hope you have a wonderful day too. Thank you, Banger. Now, we're going to just have super loose so you can really get into it. And let's take it slower. Let's actually count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you want to look to the left and right. Okay, I look to my right first, guys. Let's do it again. Look to your left and then look to your right. Right, left, right, up, down, up, down, up, side, side. And then one more rotation both ways. Let's roll our shoulders back a little. Get wiggly. Good morning. Keith, thank you for the follow. What's up, Keith? What's up, Keith? Good morning. Make sure that your body's feeling extra, you know, loose. Yeah, you could do this too if you want. You know, just get your arms moving. Circle. If you can stretch your arms up, stretch them up. If you can stretch them back, stretch them back. If you can only stretch them here, that's okay too. Or even here, that's fine. Whatever you can do. You can lift your arms here, here. Whatever you can do is fine, right? This is not a time to be hard on yourself. This is a time to just make sure you're moving your body in the morning, you know? Now let's get into the bottom half of our body. I'm going to start off with some, I think but I don't know. But this position, right? And you want to wiggle in your hips. You kind of really want your hips to hit the floor, but not everyone can do that. In order to hit the floor, I have to be here and kind of hold myself up here. But I feel a better stretch, especially when I'm just doing. Good morning, Keith. Yes, I'm happy you found me. This for me is more of a stretch of like my back in the morning. Because you know, like when we sleep, when we really feel tight in your back. So just making sure that you're getting some flexibility in your back breakout, but you can if you want to. And just stay here for like a couple seconds. Breathe out. In out. Breathe in. And push up. Breathe in. And come up and breathe out. Push up and get into downward dog. And you kind of just want to wiggle your legs back and forth. You know, in downward dog, you're supposed to have your heels on the ground. But that can feel a little bit stressful, so if you want, you can just bend each leg. We're really just warming up the body. We're not trying to put too much pressure into our body. We're really just getting warmed up. Are you guys even doing it with me? If you're doing it with me, leave a comment on any platform. What's up, energy as a dancer? If this is too much for you, I totally understand. I totally am warming up my body. Good morning, energy. The young king. What's up? Good morning. For me, I stretch every day because I'm working on my splits. I'm working to make sure that I'm warming up my body so that I don't injure any of my muscles. Good morning, energy. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Manifestation Monday, everybody. Manifesting for you guys a beautiful start to your week. I hope it's everything. And for me, when I'm stretching to make sure that I'm stretching as a dancer. So I'm trying to force my knee to the ground in this stretch so that I can feel it in my hamstring. So if that's helpful for you, do that with me. It's good to hold it, but because it's the morning and I'm feeling, you know, I'm gonna just bounce into it. I don't want to stress my body out too much. Yes, good energy today. It's manifestation of their life. Emotional control. It's very important for the start of our week to at least have 1 hour, 2 hours. I'm going to focus on gratitude. I'm going to focus on what makes me happy. I'm going to focus on getting healthier for me right now. Just 2 hours of your week, guys. That's all I'm asking you guys for. 2 hours of your week where you focus on being better, being healthier. Okay, let's switch sides. Thank you, Katsai. Thank you. Thank you, energy. Same to you. I'm hoping that this sets your week off, guys, and gives you the best week ever. I really wish that for all of us. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Literally. Deep into the stretch. Good morning, Mama Man. I'm good. How are you? Hi, beautiful. Happy Monday. First thought. God. Mama Man. I am doing really just a regular stretch routine. Regular stretch routine. going to butterfly a little, and then I'm going to do a little bit more inside, just to really stretch my hamstring. I hope you guys are following. I know I'm not calling everything out. It's kind of like a free form. And then we have 20 more minutes of stretching before I get into this class. Okay, let's get into some cat cows.
J'aime beaucoup la
Should I do some handstands? Tay, you are here. I'm so happy. Good morning. Good morning, Tay. Good morning, D. Good morning, Young King G. Good morning. Guys, let's keep it respectful. Yes, Tay, it is. Thank you, Dan. Where are we at? Oh my god, guys, we're almost at 15K likes. A little bit of this pose. I actually don't know what this is called. I just know that it feels good.
J'aime beaucoup la danse.
I'm really stretching my obliques right now. I'm not really sure what this is. Please let me know. Sometimes I feel like I make up stretches just because it feels good for my body. Not really sure. I'm actually not a yoga instructor or anything. I'm just a girl who likes to stretch. So the people who are licensed instructors, if you can tell us, let me know. Good morning, Buckley. Good morning, Brother Soul. Good morning. What does it say? Rich. Good morning. Good morning, Chad. Good morning. I'm really feeling this right here. Okay, let's get into this. I do know the name of this one. Let's get into pigeon pose. This one is cool. We just teared up. Go us, Buckley. Thank you. G King, good morning. Double tap the screen, everybody. Let's get to 20K likes. Ooh, crack my knuckles. That's not really good to do this, but hey. It's gonna help you with my stretch in my splits. Double tap. Who's on X? Right now, I just gotta ramp. My body's feeling stretched for sure. Gotta stretch it. Trying to get into that slowly. Warm up my body. Maybe I keep it here for a little, and then I bring it closer. Let's see. I'm not sure. On YouTube, I have 16K. On Instagram, I think I have 187K. On TikTok, I have 357K. On X, I think I have 9K. It's a mix. And then on Kick and Twitch, I have like barely any followers. I'm just building up. You're in love with me? Good morning, Rich. Hey guys, that's a good stretch. I'm gonna get to the other side. I'm trying to see the comments. It's like that. Ganesh, good morning. Good morning. Okay. Let's get into the other side. 12 minutes till class starts. Yes, Lava, it is. Follow me across all platforms. About to get into class. I'm okay, just trying to fill out so I can use it in the chat. Okay, yes. Yes, Lava. I appreciate all. Thank you. Thank you, everybody who's double tapping the screen. Lava, I'm not answering those questions. Okay. Getting into this slowly. Okay, guys. We're in the stretch now. Great. Thank you, Big Time, for the roses. Good morning, Big Time. Also, good morning, Ricky. I saw you entered the chat. Okay, guys. We have 9 minutes until class starts. Are you guys thinking about what you guys want to manifest today? Anything you have for now for class? And where are we at with the likes? At 13K likes, a manifestation class at 10, which is super exciting. But what was I gonna say? I need you guys to write out something that you want to manifest so that we can rewrite it together. okay? Using the law of assumption, or even thinking about anything you know about the law of assumption. Dan, thank you for liking the live. Katsai, thank you for the you're so awesome. Okay, how am I gonna wrap up this stretch? How do I want to wrap up this stretch? Maybe some back stretches. Let's see if I can get into a little bridge. My hair's short right now, so maybe it'll be good. We'll see. Copy that manifestation. Yes, lava. Oh my god. QL. I don't know what that means. Damn, Thursday is more intense. This is just my morning stretch that I usually do for myself to keep my body moving before I do my workouts during the day, and to make sure that I'm still on my flexibility goals. You know, I have lots of flexibility goals that I need to get to, and this is just part of them. But I'm going to take a quick little break before we get into class because I've been on for an hour. I'm going to take a quick little break and I'll be right back in like Yanji. My Instagram is late. Dan, ask your question before I go. Be really quick and come back. Thank you, Tada. I hope you like the stretch routine. I hope you joined with me and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for being here. Oh yeah, there definitely is, Dan. We can get into that. I'll show you actually right now. Since you asked, let me show everybody. Hey, Dan asked if we can work out our ankles and our feet. First of all, just doing this is really important. 1, 2. Doing like a bunch of sets of these, right? But then also drawing the alphabet with your feet, like A, B, C. Camera on TikTok for this. Is I do this exercise where I stand on both my feet. Let me try and point it down to my toes a little bit more for TikTok. Like hip width apart, and I just lift myself up, and I try to make sure my ankles don't buckle out like this. I try to keep them as straight as possible, and I come back down. Doing that is going to really strengthen your ankles and give you a lot of ankle support, especially if you're like dancing heels or anything like that. Being able to stand here is really important. Also, when you're in the gym, if you have a kettlebell, it's not right now, and you basically lean your foot down and pick it back up, like that. And that's going to give you a lot of ankle support. It's going to help your ankles be stronger, and that'll protect your ankles from a lot of injuries. Of course, Dan. But I will be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick, and then I'll be back with Manifestation Live in 2 minutes, guys. Now we're on crunch time. BRB. Guys, I hope that by next week I can fix my steal for the Heart Me, the Curl Queen, the Go Popular. And thank you, Dan, for the compliment. Yes, Taduk, I'm on YouTube right now. Face, what is up? Good morning. I wish you guys could see my lesson today. It's actually on YouTube, Kick, or YouTube, Kick, or X later. Oh. My camera in the wrong place. How are you going? Let me do that back here so that I can keep my eyes on one. Okay. So let's get into Manifestation Monday. I put together a class for you guys to discuss some very beautiful, important topics that are going to start in. It was a workout class, now it's manifestation class. It is 10 o'clock, so it's time for manifestation. I'm gonna make a manifestation jingle. It's gonna be like, time to manifest, or something like that. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. But let's get into our manifestation class. Welcome to Manifestation Monday. I'm so happy you came here to join me this Monday. Manifest, do. Whatever you dream, you can manifest. And as long as you are manifesting and putting in that work and doing what you need to do, then today we're going to be talking about a topic that I love, and it is called the law of assumption. Right, guys? So today we're going to be talking about the law of assumption. The law of assumption. Have you guys ever heard of the law of assumption? I just want to give you guys a short disclaimer, right? This is a space where you can feel free to let your mind wander to a place that others may call delusional, fake, made up, or impossible. No negative comments will be tolerated as we manifest our best lives, best selves, and our best future, especially if those comments are self-directed. Let this be a few hours of positive thinking in a world that can sometimes be dark or feel heavy. I love you, dreamers, and let's get started in our practice today. Remember, dream, manifest, do. So guys, what is... Have you guys heard of it before? I'll give you guys, let me see, I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds to answer. I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds to answer this question. Actually, I have a 30-second timer right here, but I'm going to give you guys one just so you can see it for reference. The timer has started. You have 30 seconds. Does anybody know what the law... I will in a second. I'm just seeing if anyone has any answers. I'm open to anyone's knowledge on manifestation. Okay, guys. The law of assumption. You assume to be true in your mind becomes your physical reality. H, yeah, that actually is true. Assuming things. Yeah, exactly, Lava Man. It's assuming things. It's traveling in real time to where you want your mind to be in the future. Well, or if you're assuming it, it should be in the now, right? So law of assumption is this is just a definition on dictionary, right? This is dictionary definition. The law of assumption is a manifestation concept stating that whatever you assume to be true in your mind becomes your physical reality, right? Yes, lava man. So, how do we use it in real life? Guys, do you guys have any comments on how you would use the law of assumption in real life? How would you use it in real life? How would you use the law of assumption in your life? Any answer is the right answer. There's no dumb answers. There's no wrong answers in this chat. You don't have to feel like I'm gonna be like, no. So feel free to comment whatever you feel like commenting right now. Just know that your answer will be heard. Traveling right now? That's a good one. Like you want to travel places, so you want to use the law of assumption in order to get to where you can travel. In my mind, yeah, exactly. You can definitely use the law of assumption to travel in your mind. I think that's a beautiful way to use the law of assumption. If there's anywhere you want to go, and visualizing yourself being there would be a beautiful place, a beautiful thing to do to get to that place. Any store, yeah, that's true, love, man. I actually had that as an example. So yeah, if you want something from the store, you know how that item feels or how it looks. If you didn't go to the store to check it out, try it on, etc. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's definitely a way you can use the law of assumption. Does anybody else have any answers on how you can use the law of assumption, or how anyone would use the law of assumption in real life? Good morning. Good morning, Sita. Does anybody have... This is a conversation. This is to bring you guys in so that we can have a conversation about manifestation, the law of assumption. Thank you, Sita, for the heartbeat. Also, you know, we can use the law of assumption in positive and negative ways. Yes, C does. It's gift gallery reset. C does using the law of assumption to assume that my gift gallery will be filled up by the end of this live. Okay, guys. These are ways you can use the law of assumption, right? You can live from the feeling of your wish already fulfilled. So what does that mean, right? Living from the feeling of your wish already fulfilled means that you're already living in the concept that you have the thing that you desire. 1 second, guys. There's so many ways that you can do this, and we'll get into some examples later, but when you're sitting in that feeling of your wish already being fulfilled, you're attracting in the energy and the vibration of that desire so that it comes to you more quickly. Yes, exactly. Acting, thinking, and feeling as if your desire is already real right now. I always do it in my dreams to be next to you like a prayer. Oh, that is so sweet. But that is also a way you can use the law of assumption. Your dreams can be very impactful when using the law of assumption. But yes, acting, thinking, and feeling as if your desire is already real right now. So doing things as if you already have something. When we actually do have things in our life, we act, that's just a random example, right? Or if you know that you're meant to talk to somebody later, then you're going to be getting ready for that conversation during the day. You're going to be like, oh, I know I have to meet my friends at the cafe. Let me get ready and let me do this and let me do that so that when I am ready to go, I have everything in order to go see my friends, right? Acting, thinking, and feeling as if your desire is already real right now. Imagine your wish as if it's already happened. You can sit there and do this through meditation. You can do this through other ways of affirming, like if you just, like I think I told you guys one time, like sometimes I'll just sit in my shower or somewhere like my mirror and I'll just start screaming as if I've gotten the things I've wanted already. Like I'll start screaming as if I have my Grammy or screaming as if I have like, you know what I mean? Because those are things that get a real reaction out of you. So, sup, King Harris, good morning. 15, yes, let's get to 20K. Thank you, C-Dub. So it's like you have to really get that emotion out of you. You have to imagine your wish already being there. Yes, Lava Man. And then you have to live as if you already have your wish. Now, this can be the most difficult one, especially if it has to do with love, money, or even your health. You know what I'm saying? It can be hard to live as if you already have your wish, if your wish is to have your goal. You know what I'm saying? Little things that you can do and little ways you can reframe your mind in order to get there, which we'll get into more. Have your wish. Then you'll never get to having your wish. And that's a real important part of the law of assumption. You have to live in the positive mindset as if it's already had to stray away from. So that's my little conversation on that. Let's get into the next slide. I'm happy you understand. The next, well, I don't have another slide. It's more conversation, right? I want to get into some examples. Before I get into my example, though, I want to say, do any of you have an example of how you've ever used the law of assumption in your life? I'll do the timer again. Does anyone have any stories about how they've used the law of assumption in their life? It could be a big assumption. It could be a small assumption. Sometimes law of assumption is as small as my train is going to come on time today. I'm going to make it in time for work. Even D-boy, good morning. No, teach? Okay. We can get into the teaching. I'm going to give everybody the time now to talk. Okay, the timer just went off. Okay, some examples of how you can use a law of assumption, right? Example 1. Say that I want a specific designer bag, but I don't currently have the money. I can go to the mall and see the bag in person. I've done this before, guys. I have all these bags because I would say I've assumed them into my life. I don't think you can have anything in life if you don't assume it first. But basically what I would do, I'd go into the mall. I'd ask to see the bag. First I'd go online and see if I like the bag online. If I like the bag online, then I'll go to the store, whatever store has them. Thank you for the Curl Queen, Dee. And I'll ask to hold the bag. I'll ask to see the bag in person. When I see the bag in person, I'll feel the bag. I'll know the weight of the bag. I'll know what material the bag is for real. I can see the bag in lighting. I can then picture how I'm going to wear these bags with my outfit, where I place it in my closet, and I can try it on and see how it will feel in real life. And when I leave the mall, I imagine it in all the places I would take it. I imagine coming up to me like, oh my God, I love that bag. It's so cute on you. I can't believe you got that bag, right? From the actual manifestation, right? There's things that I can do in order to get that bag, right? I can say, I'm going to put in, thank you for the Girl Popular. But the most important part is, and also good morning, user 24245. Good morning. What? Oh my God. Anyways, love, I want to make sure I assume they're, yes, you have, or maybe it's a certain pair of jeans you wanted, or sneakers, or shoes, or whatever it is. There's all things, like everybody has something that they love. Whereas relationships and health, or even life changes, can be a little bit more difficult. So I'm starting with a smaller concept, which is a bag, right? And I've started also before with, that's what I'm saying. Let's start small, and then, that's what I'm saying. And you can, and you know how you should manage. Guys, I'm already doing this, right? I want a very specific car, 2 very specific cars. And what's so crazy is I've never seen these cars in person. I don't even know where to find these cars. As soon as I started manifesting these cars, they started driving around in my neighborhood. They started to drive around in my neighborhood. I haven't been in the car yet. I've been trying to figure out who the owners are so I can ask them, like, hey, can I see your car? Can I see inside your car? I know it sounds so weird, but it's crazy how it works. I know it is, right? It's impossible that I'm going to see a baby blue Cullinan and also a baby blue. Both of them started driving in my neighborhood. They've never been in my neighborhood before. And also, those are very specific colors. Like, Who even wants a baby blue color in other than me? Obviously, somebody who's driving around yourself with the ability to manifest. You manifest faster because your belief is strengthened by every time you manifested something significant, right? I told you guys a story about how I manifested my apartment. I manifested so many things in my life. And whenever you're manifesting, you also get tested, right? Get tested by obstacles to see how much you really want it and how much you can stay in your frame of mind. So we'll get into that on another thing, relationships. When people manifest relationships, it can be a little bit more difficult because it can come from a place of lack. And what we want to stay away from when we're manifesting relationships, especially the relationships we want to stay away from the feeling of lack. So if you're constantly thinking about how you're lonely and you don't have anybody, it's going to be really hard to manifest your partner. I'm going to make this a little smaller so I can see all the chats. Okay, I can see the chats now. You don't want to manifest from a place. Yeah, you want a healthy relationship, and having a healthy relationship starts with working on your own insecurities, right? I think we all have insecurities when it comes to relationships, and I think it's very easy to get into the mindset of, what if they hurt me? What if they leave me? What if they abandon me? That are not the things you want to think about. And it seems counterintuitive, especially to your brain, because your brain only wants to protect you, right? So if you guys know anything about neuroscience, whatever you continue to think about or affirm in your brain is a pattern and a habit that you're creating. When we're creating healthy relationships, yeah, Lava Man, there's a lot of things we have to unlearn and unpack about ourselves. If you're constantly finding a pattern in your relationships, you have to look at yourself and what in your brain is creating that continuous pattern. So when you're manifesting a positive relationship, a healthy relationship, you want to think about all the good things you'll experience with that person, right? How it would feel. And instead of affirming to yourself, oh my God, if I get close to somebody, they're going to break my heart, you should say to yourself, oh my God, I can't wait to get so close to somebody that they hold space and protect my heart in ways that I never could have imagined for myself, that I've never experienced before. You see how you take that negative fear and turn it into a positive manifestation? And the more that you affirm the positive things in your life, the more that you'll attract it, right? If you keep affirming, my partner's never there for me, they never support me, you're never going to get a supportive partner that's there for you. If you affirm for yourself, I'm so excited to meet a partner that is so supportive of me that it empowers me to reach goals that I never could have accomplished. Exactly. Self-confidence, self-esteem there. And it's not even just about self-esteem, because I think that sometimes being scared of things that have happened to you in your past doesn't really have to do with your self-esteem. It has to do more with what you've experienced and not wanting to go back to it, which is a totally fair thing to do. Your brain is only there to protect you, so when it creates these barriers, it's actually your brain working efficiently. And you have to rewire your brain to work. I'm never going to do that. It's great, and it's good to learn your lesson. But instead of saying, someone cheated on me, so I'm never going to get into a relationship again, say, someone cheated on me once, so I'm now going to see those signs and stay away from partners that do that, because it makes me feel uncomfortable. But also I know if I express myself and I make things cry, which is so loud, it's not my fault if someone does something negatively to me. It shows more about their character, and I can find a partner. And instead of harping on all the partners that might treat me negatively, I'm going to start seeking out the partners that will treat me positively, because I know that that's a reality for me. And I know it's a reality that I can live. Sorry. So it's kind of loud. So yeah, that's how you reframe your brain. Yeah, exactly. Is this the right person for me? When I give them my boundaries and I tell them about past, do they hold space for me, or do they make me feel unsafe? And then if they make you feel unsafe, ask yourself, why do I feel unsafe? Is it because they're actually doing something that's unsafe, or is it because I just don't feel safe in general? And then you can start unpacking it for yourself. But it starts with the affirmations that I meet safe partners. I find safe places to be loved. To actually meet a lot better people who will hold space for you and will protect your heart and will keep you as a priority in their list of things to make better and not worse, essentially. But let's get into how we use the law of assumption to bring in a partner like this, right? It's not just about talking about it, it's also about visualizing it. So when you're in your mind, how good your relationship is. I don't think that getting your partner's name tattooed is going to make your relationship last. But okay, so when you're bringing in a positive partner, you want to affirm in your mind the things you would do with that partner. It's going to look different for everybody. But if you're thinking about mostly from a sex-based place, it's not going to create a real foundation of intimacy, right? Intimacy is such a broad term because it really falls under the umbrella of everything that's intimate. And you can have intimate platonic friendships, you can have intimate romantic relationships, and you can have intimate familiar relationships. So it's about understanding what romantic, because we're talking about romance right now, what romantic intimacy looks like for you. Going on walks, would you be going on hikes? Would you be eating food? Would you be watching movies? Would you be Netflixing and chilling? Would you be talking about your futures, or would you be keeping it more surface level? And then that can tell you what kind of romantic intimacy you're looking for. Jax, he's actually just participating in the class. You're welcome to participate as well. Good morning, Jax, and I hope you're having an amazing day. So it's about really figuring out what romantic intimacy is for you, and then creating those positive ideas in your head. Yes, Lava, exactly. So for me, romantic intimacy, right, is me and my partner's workout routine and how comfortable it would be to work out with my partner, them motivating me to go harder and me motivating them to go harder, how it would feel to get a meal, and then the positive affirmations that we would say to each other after the workout, like, oh my God, you killed it with your workout today. I'm so proud of you. You look like things that really affirm positively that you guys are growing together. That to me is intimacy, right? It made me feel so good. It made me feel so happy about my relationship because I get to be with somebody who X, Y, Z. And then also I get to be the partner that X, Y, Z. You know, I get to be the partner that motivates my partner to be better. And my partner motivates me to be better. I'm so lucky. I'm so happy. I'm so proud to be in this relationship, right? So those are the words that you want to use around your affirmations in order to manifest what you want into your life. That's when we're talking about relationships. And we can get into that more because I know you guys like that a lot. I know you guys like talking about law of assumption with relationships a lot. So we can get into that more as well. Who is that? Omar. Good morning. Yeah, mold each other and build each other. But that's not everybody's idea of intimacy. So we can get into other ideas of intimacy as we continue to discuss these topics. Thank you, Kat. Thank you for the rose on this topic, because I know that there's all different types of health conditions that may not feel curable, that may feel hard to get through. So I am not belittling anyone's experience on their health. But if you do go online, there are very much many testimonies of people who feel they have cured their health through law of assumption, affirming, and believing that they can become better, right? Obviously, they did a lot of their body through, but I do believe that whatever you want to call it, law of assumption, affirmation, prayer, can be very important to your health. And for me, it's very important to my health. So one way that you can use law of assumption when it comes to health is by imagining the things you would do with a healthy body. The strongest affirmations you can do is think about all the things that your healthy body would do, all the places you would go with your healthy body, all the things you might be able to eat now that you have a healthy body, all the ways you will feel better now that you have a healthy body. And sometimes that can be hard because you may have felt sick for so long. And trust me, like when I was going through my nicotine withdrawal, right? Because I went through a very, very, very bad nicotine withdrawal. I was smoking, I would say, 2 to 4 vapes in 24 to 72 hours, which if you know how much packs of cigarettes are in a vape, you know that's a lot of vaping. Like I think I went through a lot of vapes in a very short period of time. So withdrawing from nicotine at that time, harder than even hard substances. So for me, withdrawing from nicotine was extremely, extremely difficult, and recovering from that was extremely, extremely difficult. And nicotine is a mental battle, but it also is a physical battle for me because of the damage that vaping had done to my stomach lining, vaping had done to my skin, which I'm still dealing with now, the repercussions. That really got me through when it came to recovering from nicotine addiction was affirmations. I'm not going to lie. I would walk for miles. And I would just affirm to myself, I do something else to feed my addiction other than vaping, I'm getting healthier. And I used to think about what I would feel like when I was healthy. Thank you for the roses, Keith. I could not see color when I was addicted to nicotine. I actually lost all can know what that feels like, but I couldn't see certain colors. I couldn't see the color of the sky. I couldn't see the true color of grass. Like everything kind of had like a gray, exactly, Lava Man. Everything kind of had a gray hue to it. I was very depressed at the time. I was in a very dark, the law of assuming that one day I will be better, because I knew I was not in a good place, and I knew I wasn't in a good mental state at that time. I knew that the only way I could get through was if I told myself, one day I'm going to wake up and I'm going to see color again. One day I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be able to not want to wake up tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm not going to cry. I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm not going to cry. Because I would wake up in the morning and I would cry. I would literally just cry because I'd be like, I'm still depressed. I'm still addicted to nicotine. Like, life sucks. And I knew that I was depressed because so many good things were happening in my life and I couldn't feel any feelings of joy about the good feelings of my life. It was the law of assumption. I remember how I felt before I ever got addicted to nicotine. And I told myself, one day I'm going to feel like that again. And you know what's even crazy about it? I actually feel better. I feel way better than I did before any of that. Maybe because I had the experience of how bad it felt. I didn't think I would get to a place where I felt even better, you know? But assuming that I'd feel as good as I did before was enough for me to try to continuously assume. And I used to just say to myself, I wouldn't just say it, I know I'm going to feel really, really, really happy. I'm not really happy right now, but I know one day I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be really, really of joy. Like I literally was just like, I was streaming tears. I was like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And you guys see how happy I am right now, chat. Imagine me not being happy. Imagine days imagine a whole year of my life where I just was not happy, with a black cloud over my head every single day. And if it wasn't for the law of assumption, I wouldn't have been able to assume myself out of that place. I would have just continued to assume that I'd always be sad. I'd always be depressed. I would never get out of the situation. Thank you, Keith, for the rose. And I would stay there. And that's why I want you guys to know that affirming law of assumption for your health is definitely your health right now. I'm not going to say that what you're going through is not difficult, because I don't want you to think that it's not a difficult thing. Good morning, good morning, Mocha. Thank you for the roses. I don't want you to think it's not difficult. It's definitely very difficult. Thank you for the heart, me. But you can assume your way out of it. You can pray your way out of it, and you can get to where you need to go. And that's my little talk on that. Let's get to the next part. I'm gonna ask again, does anybody have a manifestation story? I have one that I'm gonna share with you guys, but I wanted to know if anyone has a manifestation story. I feel like Mocha has one. Make the timer a little longer now. I'm gonna give you guys a minute 30 seconds to answer this because it's a little bit deeper. Good morning, Keith. Thank you for the Go Popular. Thank you, Mocha, for the Go Popular. Everybody has a story to tell, and I'm here to listen. Yeah, exactly, Lava Man. It's about your trials and tribulations and how you overcome them. Mocha has a beautiful story. If you guys don't know Mocha's story, you guys should go to her page. She has a beautiful story about hearing so much, and she's continued to use the law of assumption to know that she's meant for bigger and better things, and that she will continue to go to bigger and better places. Because that is her destiny, you know what I mean, guys? And I believe that the majority of you guys who are in here are destined for something bigger. So yes, Mocha. Everybody go check Mocha's page. She talks about God, prayer, and all the things she's been through, and it is super, super beautiful. But does anybody have a law of assumption story? Thank you, guys. Good morning. I'm from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, H. Wait, we have a story? Let me see. I'm surprised I lived past 25. I haven't even thought about my story. Well, it's good to think about your story, Keith, and I definitely think there's parts you can share. Oh, thank you, everybody. But I'm going to share one of my manifestation stories that I haven't shared yet. And I will continue to share my manifestation stories because I truly believe that you can manifest and affirm anything into your life. And people may call it all types of things, but I think prayer is also one of the biggest ways that we affirm in our life the things that we want. When we ask for things from God, you know, that is not always a law of assumption, but it's definitely a way that we manifest. So whatever way you want to call it is fine. I just use law of assumption because I think manifestation is a broader term for everybody. To my law of assumption story, one of my first big modeling campaigns was Aeropostale, and I hadn't been a model for long, and I'm not a traditional model. I'm 5'7", so I'm short, and I don't have traditional modeling at the time. They weren't always choosing girls that look like me, whether that's my skin color, my height, my build, you know, I'm pretty thick. So at the time, I went into this modeling casting to basically persuade them to cast and book me. This was only like one of my first big campaigns, and the brand was Aeropostale. I remember before I went into this casting, I always used to walk to my casting so that I could manifest, right? So that I could speak to myself positively and affirm the things that I wanted. So I walked from, I think this time I had taken the train to Herald Square, or maybe a little bit earlier than that. And I just started to affirm to myself that I was going to get this casting. I was really nervous, but I just started affirming, and I started saying to myself, I'm going to go in there. If I don't have the hair that they want, it doesn't matter what I look like. They're going to fall in love with me. I'm not sure how, but I feel like they're going to fall in love with my personality, and they're going to cast me for this campaign. They're going to fall in love with who I am, and they're going to cast me for this campaign. Because I felt like looks weren't going to be enough. If you're going into a casting, looks aren't always enough. Sometimes it's the casting director creates like a bond with you based off of your personality and based off of you standing out in a crowd full of beautiful, beautiful people. Like if you're going into a modeling casting, everybody's gorgeous. So you kind of have to have something else. So all the way that I'm going there, I'm manifesting, and I'm like, I'm going to kill it. They're going to fall in love with my personality. They're going to love me. They're going to like, I don't know what it is that they're going to like about me, but there's going to be something that just sets me apart from everybody else. So when I go in under, I went into the casting, and I give them my card, my comp card. I'm like, hi, my name is Lee, and I am a model from New York City. But not only do I model, I also rap. I'm also a rapper, and I'm like, oh, this is my way in. This is what I manifested. This is what I prayed for. This is the moment that I asked for, right? This is the moment that I asked for. I asked for something that's going to separate me from everybody else. And here is the thing. So when they asked me to do that, of course, I put on my best confidence. I gave them a little rap. You know what I mean? They were so excited. I knew none of the rest of the models rapped. I knew it for a fact. I was like, no one else here rapped. I'm going to get it. And then on my way home, I affirmed. I was like, I know no one else was rapping when they went in there. I know it's going to be me. I'm going to get picked. And I just kept affirming that for the next couple of days. And then when they called me back in, they emailed me. They were like, you've been selected. My agency was like, oh, you've been selected. We're so happy for you. I was so excited. And I wanted to know that was the reason why they picked me. Thank you, Lava. So when I went to actually, I didn't even have to wait that long. My agency actually told me. They literally put in the email like, hey, I want you to know that they picked you. And they love that you're a rapper, and they loved your personality and this, that, and the third. And I was just that was like not one of the first times, but it was, I knew that I had used the law of assumption, and I had really manifested that moment for myself, because I knew that even though I'm a very gorgeous girl, there's more that goes to a casting than just being a gorgeous girl. And I was so happy that like my plan in my mind really played out how I wanted it to play out, and really worked for me. And that campaign was one of the biggest campaigns I've ever been in. It was actually boards. I think I even had a billboard in Times Square. It was a really big, really, really, really big deal for me. I didn't even know how big of a deal it was going to be. I just wanted to work for a company like Aeropostale. But for it to go that far after me affirming was even a bigger indication that manifestation really does work. Have to have the complete package, and you do. Thank you so much, Keith. You're so sweet. Yes, it's about having the complete package, but it's also about affirming the best for yourself. Because a lot of the campaigns that I got as a model, that space. Yeah, Lava Man. After that, I did Vogue. I did like a lot of things afterwards. I've done so many things in my modeling career, from Pat McGrath to Calvin Klein, just so many different campaigns. Even right now, I have a lot of partnerships, and I'm not one of the biggest creators, but the fact that I continue to get partnerships is just an indication of, one, that I know my brands and I know what aligns with my brand, but also it shows that like manifestation really does work in my life. And I'm very specific about the brands I want to work with for that reason, to me. You know what I'm saying? But let me get into your question, Lava Man. You said, how was the modeling experience for you? What did you learn from the industry? I would say like the modeling industry at the time that I was in it was in such a positive way. I actually did a campaign with one of my friends, Charlie. She put together a campaign about body positivity, diversity in the fashion industry. It was published in Vogue and across many other platforms. And I feel like that was a real catalyst for opening up the space for the fashion industry to grow in the way that it has, to allow so many different bodies, so many different colors, and so many different types of people into modeling, whether that's people who are disabled, whether that is gender inclusivity, whether that is hair texture inclusivity, color inclusivity, body type inclusivity. I think all of that is very important. Thank you. Like my modeling experience was definitely different than the experience that models have now, but I pushed for a lot of things. Like I did a campaign with and how it's a representation of my culture, and how, you know, having more ethnic culture in fashion is important. So I think for me, I've always been an advocate of diversity and supporting a diverse fashion industry. It can always get better, but I think we're hopefully getting better every single day. Thank you for the heart, me, JP. Okay, but get back into the law of assumption. I'm glad you guys all have these questions. I love that you guys have been talking to me the entire time too. That really, really, really is important to me. So I wrote a little outro, and let me get into it, since this is the end of our class. If you want to be rich, then you have to feed into the ideas or experiences that make... Oh, sorry guys. This isn't my way. Let me try again. It's really important when you're manifesting to not feed into opposite assumptions. If you want to be rich, do not feed into any ideas or experiences that make you feel poor. If you want a partner, don't feed into any ideas or experiences that make you feel lonely. And if you want to feel healthy, focus on things in your day that make you feel healthier, clearer, and better. So I hope you guys liked the class today. It's time to wrap up with attendance. So in order to make sure that everyone knows you attended this class today, I need to give everyone, put your name in the chat, drop your name in the chat, and I'm going to announce everybody who attended class today and give you guys a gold star. You guys ready, chat? I'm waiting. Who attended class? Let's see who is really participating and paying attention. Who was here? Who was paying attention? Let me see. You guys gotta put your name in the chat. I'm waiting. Q&A at the end. But everybody, no one attended the class today? I know you guys attended class today. I see some people in the chat. All you gotta do is drop your name in the chat so I can say you attended class. Damn, no one wants to have attended class today? It's crazy. Okay, I guess we'll have better attendance next time, class. We'll have better attendance next time. You weren't fully attending? Lava would have like an attendance and I'd be like, blah, 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 and they'd be like, here. And you guys still participate in class. Okay, C-Dubs. C-Dubs attended class today. Here you go, C-Dubs. Here is your gold cloud. Congratulations for joining Manifestation Monday. Lava Man, you have to put your name in the chat. Keith, you have to put your name in the chat. Okay, guys. That's how it works. Is that your name? Son, thank you so much for attending class today. Here's your gold star, Son. Thank you so much for Manifestation Monday. Here is your gold cloud. Shout out to my dreamers. Well, Lamaman, you're not even participating. You have to put your name in the chat, so I can't tell you about your grade. Thank you, Rasta. I'm waiting. Lava, what's up with you? Put your name in the chat. Just put Lava Man. Guys, I need you guys to participate in class. Participation is key. This is the only time you need to follow like clear instructions, chat. Thank you for the gifty, Pablo. Anyways, guys, here and also for participating. Okay, thank you, Lava Man. Here's your gold star. Well, not your gold star, your gold cloud. Thank you so much for participating in class today, Lava Man. Thank you. And everybody gets an A+, an A+++++, because you guys came to. Thank you, everybody, for interacting. H, everybody who's in here, C-Dubs, everybody who's been in here interacting. It has been so important to my class today, and I really, 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 really do appreciate you. All of the participation was so beautiful, so important. I feel the growth of this class. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. I feel the growth of this class. I feel you guys growing. Thank you, guys. You guys are such amazing people. You guys are so insightful. And I just want to say thank you so much for participating in my class today. Thank you for coming to Manifestation Monday. It's been an amazing day. I hope you guys start your Mondays of our mantra, which is, thank you, Lava Man. Dream, manifest, do. Whatever your dream is, know that you can manifest it. And as long as you put in the work to do it, right? As long as you take the steps, the courageous steps to get closer to your dreams and your manifestations, you will have whatever you desire. You will acquire whatever you desire. So I love you guys, and I hope you guys have an amazing Monday. I'm going to go get my latte. I'm going to go on a run, and I'm going to get happy Manifestation Monday. I hope you enjoyed class today. Mwah.